How's it going, guys? This is Soul Singed here, and here are my predictions for episode 2 of season 7. I wasn't able to get my predictions video up for the first episode due to some technical issues, but I did show my predictions at the beginning of my review, and as you could see in that review, I only got 2 out of the 7 fights correct, so hopefully this one goes better. Alright, first up we got Saw Blaze versus Hypershock. See, here's the issue. It's so God, it's basically impossible to predict who will win what because these fights could go either way. You know, like Sawblade could easily take control, but if Hypershock gets like one good hit in, Hypershock will win. But I'm gonna go with Sawblaze just because I feel like they tend to be more consistent than Hypershock. Next up, we have a rookie robot brought by, I believe, the same team behind Shatter. Emulsifier versus Team Waiachi's Fusion. Fusion has had some very good moments. They've also had some very bad moments. I'm sorry. I have to give it to Emulsifier. It has treads. It has a big ol' spinner. I love it. It's got treads. I love it. I want to see it win the nut. Next, we got Mammoth versus Valkyrie. Mammoth has a very interesting weapon. They could beat Valkyrie if they get the right moves in, but new Valkyrie is absolutely gorgeous, and they're one of the best undercutters, so gotta give it to Valkyrie. And next, we have Whiplash versus Mad Catter. Mad Catter has looked very good the last few seasons, and Whiplash has been right up there, favorited to in like top 4 favorites, you know, in the hunt for the giant nut almost every season for the last few years. So I gotta give it to Whiplash. And I realize I'm already pretty inaccurate because every fight I'm picking is on the blue side. Next up, we got Banshee versus Switchback. The new Switchback looks amazing. Switchback has had potentially the best glow up of any Battlebot, and Banshee is a rookie flipper bot. Got a couple rookies in this episode. Last week we only had one. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one to Switchback. Because I just don't know anything. And Switchback showed that their weapon did have some power, so, you know, if they've dialed that in, they could be pretty competitive. Next, we got Hijinks versus Big Dill. Big Dill is still a lifter, but they now have a vertical spinner as well, kind of like a lot of your control / weapon bots. And yeah, I'm gonna give it to Hijinks because Big Dill hasn't looked all that great in his first 2 seasons, and we don't know what they could do with that spinner. So yeah, giving that fight to Hijinks. And then finally we got Blip versus Endgame. I know I'm going to get this wrong. I know Endgame is more than likely going to win, but I'm giving it to Blip just because I like Blip. Blip is my favorite flipper. Blip is better than Hydra. Blip is better than Bronco. Blip is the best flipper of all time. I don't even care. I'm still salty about Hydra. I don't fucking like him. I don't like it. I don't like Hydra. So, yeah. I like Blip. Blip is best. And I mean, I have nothing against Endgame, you know. Endgame, one of the best robots possibly ever. And, yeah, they could definitely see them getting the giant nut again this year. Like I said, the likelihood of Blip beating Endgame is low, but, you know, sometimes I gotta throw logic to the wind and just go with who I like. So, yeah. That wraps up my predictions for this episode, and I will see you guys in my review for the episode. Peace.